everyone. Oh, I'm a little bit lower than I normally am as well. Hopefully you can hear me all right, but we are live for some BSR Monday Funday. But for the first time in what feels like absolutely ages, we're not actually commentating, we are actually racing. Now, I have to admit, my real-life exploits haven't transferred over to the sim world very well. They never did, which is why I ended up shouting at my monitor other people racing rather than actually racing myself. However, I have a free Monday night, which rarely happens of any evenings, to be fair, and it especially never happens on a Monday. So, I'm very pleased to say that we're actually racing. Now, currently, we're about 3 seconds off the leader, which I don't really mind about, to be honest, because the fact of the matter is, we're about in the mid-pack in practice. I've done about twice the amount of laps that anybody else has in practice, and I don't even know how much fuel to put in the car, but I suppose we will learn that going into race 1 and qualifying. Speaking of which, we're going to go into qualifying in about 8 minutes' time, so what I'm actually going to do is thank, first of all, everybody who has been jumping on, saying hello and giving a share and a like and everything. So that's Dan Guerrillo, Paul Wafer, Katie Eames sharing the like as well, and Matt Evans with the like. So thank you very much, guys. I hope this is enjoyable. I'm trying not to crash, but the BSR Monday Funday is notorious for having a little bit of incidents here and there. As I said, I'm about mid-pack. I've just dropped down to 13th, actually, as a few new drivers have joined in. So, like I said, it's not necessarily going to be a commentary sort of affair this evening. It's more going to be me probably trying not to crash and let's see what happens sort of thing. As you can see, if I bring this up, there we go. We're about mid-pack. So, on the left-hand side is your sort of timing table as per usual. Just make sure that looks all right for you. Yeah, the timing table over there on the left-hand side. There we go. Purple is the Porsche 911s, and the yellow is the MX5. Now, we're in the MX5 category, hence why we're in the middle of the yellows. But don't be alarmed that my name is orange. That just means you can see me and you can see the number clearly. I couldn't quite get the distinguished, anyway, that is what it is, and it translates as well to just here, the track map as well. Good luck, Jacko. Thank you very much, Katie. So yeah, that's how it all works. And apart from that, those of you who are sort of semi-used to the channel should know how this works now, how the heads-up displays. So I've also got a new scene. There we go. It's not necessarily that new, but now you can see me because I'm actually doing things you might want to. I don't know why you would. Actually, in fact, hold on a sec. I have forgotten to turn my lights on. There we go. Gotta look like a real gamer. That like takes off half a second, I heard. So, yeah, as we're about 5 minutes to go before the end of practice, what we're going to do is we're going to jump on board and we're going to try and get some laps in. And we are on Road America, and I hope that you can hear me. If you can't, let me know, because I am sat really far back now from where we normally are. Normally when I commentate, I'm like right up here in the microphones here. So we are a long way back, so let me know if I need to turn myself up, basically. Or if you can hear me just about. I won't be talking that much during the race, to be fair. But obviously, you might want to hear me over the sound of the engine, so we'll go out, get warmed up, see who's around us as a 911 Cup car comes thundering past. As I said, I haven't got the skill set to even get one of these cars round here very quickly at all, let alone whilst talking. So don't expect any pro sim. Where is everybody? I thought someone was coming up. Oh, that was very close. I've definitely put someone on my lap there. Let's just get out of the way! Oh my days, I'm already making people crash. I've already made 3 people crash. This is what I mean. I probably shouldn't be doing this while people are on hot laps around me. So, yeah, I'm just going to try and get my head down and see what happens. Warm the tyres up and see if we can get anybody, a little bit quicker, maybe inside, like thoroughly inside the top 15. I think I'm only about less than 1/10 of a second behind the next place driver, so we'll see what happens. If anybody actually has been keeping up to date with the channel, this is in fact the BSR Monday series is attached, obviously, pretty closely to the Tuesday BSR MX5 Pro series. But apart from the fact that the let these Porsches go past. Oh god, cold tyres. Okay, that is why it's a little bit dodgy. We also used to cover the Tuesday night series with the Year 1 TV, but I don't do that anymore. So Because I needed the time on a Tuesday night, unfortunately, for doing other things. Got some other opportunities, which I haven't actually taken advantage of yet, a bit annoyingly, but that's what we're going to be doing. I've span off about 3 or 4 times on an outlap there before now. Michael Seal, yeah, so the design of my car actually is done by Michael Seal, part of the Fast Star crew, and also helps run the BSR Monday series. He might actually do the Tuesday as well, to be fair, nowadays. So big up him. I'll show the design off in a little bit, once probably after qualifying. Sorry, Michael, if people are complaining about me already making them crash. But it's all in good fun. Obviously, the 911 car was one of the options. I didn't go for it, mainly because I'm struggling to drive an MX5 quickly. If I get out there in a 911, you'll really see how dog poor I am. So there we go. We need to gain a 10th and a half, basically. We're obviously not going to do it this lap. But that was a semi-lap of Road America. We got somebody catching us up now. This is Lewis behind us, and then Adam McNally, who we've covered quite a lot on the channel before in the 911, just chasing us quite quickly. The iRacing UI might seem a little small to you, but that's because it's not necessarily there for the stream, as Adam McNally almost crashed into the back of me. In fact, I'm not entirely sure what I probably should have done there. Maybe move out of his way. He just sort of appeared. Don't worry about Porsche, just stick to your line, they'll go round. Well, makes me feel a little bit better about McNally almost flying into the back of me. He probably has a different story for that one. Going in a little tight there. I think that's a tendency that I have. Need to keep it a little bit wider. Go for that later apex, straighten the wheel up and get the power down, a little light there. Just such a tough braking zone. I always seem to find the back end squibbling around. I did get a setup. This isn't out the box MX5 setup. This is the first ever time I've used a setup. It was one that Michael gave me. Apparently Ben Sharp gave it to everyone, and I've just given it a quick edit. I'm not sure if I've made it any quicker or any better. I've just given it a few clicks up on the bumps on the front, just because I thought the car was diving a little bit too much when I was hitting the brakes. But as I said, I'm not entirely sure if I've actually made it any quicker or not. Should be interesting though. My aim is to try and finish all 3 races. If I get into a good race with someone, then fantastic. If I don't, then hopefully it's not because I've just crashed out or something stupid. Hopefully it's because other people have crashed out or something. I really don't want to get in people's way. I know there's no championship for the Monday and it's free to enter and all this sort of thing, but I hate the feeling of ruining someone's evening when all I'm doing is turning up as a guest driver, so hopefully we won't have any of that. I'm actually quite nervous. I don't get nervous anymore when going live, normally. But yeah, today I'm actually a little bit nervous about it, especially leading up to going live. There's one thing doing it sort of on the fly, not in front of people, but I decided to go live because I thought, you know what? This channel was originally designed for me to do this sort of thing. Not necessarily to cover commentating. It's something I sort of fell into more than anything. So I thought, you know what? I'd be doing myself a disservice if I don't live stream it. There's the Sirit ahead of us, and it's probably one of the drivers. Checker flag's just come out as I'm starting to get the hang of it. One of the drivers that we probably end up fighting with quite closely. I'm just going to stop and spot him back to the pits. There we go. There's the lovely design by Michael Seal in all its splendour. It's a lovely design. He designed most of it. It's just Jacko Racing, doesn't have anything else on it. Let's get out there. Now, the key is, obviously, to try and get behind someone, so I decided to try and get behind Mr. Andy McEwen. Anybody who out there will know his voice, I pretty much guarantee it. Unfortunately, we're not actually in a... Can't get into a chat with him, but it'd be great to have a catch up with him at some point. A fellow commentator, sporting the Year 1 colours. He does the... I did a cover for him for the EARFC, I believe it's called. Just give him a little bit of a gap. On Wednesday, and he basically does everything, like everything under the sun. The reason why I was covering him is because he was doing some remote control commentary, like remote control car commentary. And I don't mean like little RC cars like you might have got when you were younger. I mean like autonomous vehicles. He commentates on them around like proper real life circuits and stuff, and millions of pounds worth of technology. And yeah, he was commentating them, so I had a cover for him. Yeah, he's everywhere. British GT commentator with David Addison. Everything, basically, you can think of. Used to commentate on me in Genettas, which is quite fun. We go how you go sort of full circle, somewhat. Thank you very much, Steve Proudly. As I'm looking at that, I probably won't read the names out while I'm driving very often, so if you do give it a like, I will thank you in advance. Cold tires. And then I will probably give a shout out to you afterwards. Yeah, not promising to be quick, not promising to be overly competitive, but let's just hope we get stuck in with somewhere up and down the order. I think this does get live streamed elsewhere. Maybe Milky Cereal's YouTube channel. That's where it used to be. I heard something that maybe he wasn't doing it anymore because he wanted to do some F1 stuff. But okay, Adam McNally. So let's try and start a fast-ish lap. Unfortunately, being dived at the inside doesn't really help on the final corner. We've lost our toe now, which is a bit of a shame. There's a few of the cars barrel past. We're actually giving a toe to the person behind. And they'll probably dive bomb us into the first corner, I imagine. Year 1 TV, I think it's Carl Jacquelet that's behind us. Yeah, and there we go. He dives up the inside, but I don't really mind that too much because, to be honest, we maybe lose 2 tenths through the first corner. We'll make all that back just with a half-decent toe coming out of the next corner, so... Close up on him a little bit, but actually it's quite a poor exit because of that. I went in again a little bit tight. And we're hoping that the toe is quite effective. You can already see I'm starting to claw it back on the top of your screen. So that's the delta, so that's as close as I can get to my fastest lap time, which has been a 34 something. Never actually followed anyone else around here so far, as one of the Porsches is about to dive up the inside. That's one of the Fast Star boys, may well actually be Michael Seal. And I mean, going through the flat right-hander, it overtakes me. That's the problem, isn't it, with multi-car racing? You got to deal with it though. It's the same for everyone, pretty much. It's just sod's law in qualifying. It's a shame. As I go too hot into the... Oh no, that's probably too hot. Ooh, dear me. And now we've lost Carl Jacquelet's toe as well. Come on, don't go off, don't go off, don't go off, don't go off. There we go. Yeah, it's sort of sod's law where you get caught, really. But hopefully it's a 15-minute qualifying. We'll have some decent laps, might be able to get in, change the tyres, come back out with some cleaner air. Porsche's carving their way through, as per usual. Oh, gone too hot through there. Came off the brake, hoping that I could carry a little bit more speed, but wasn't to be. Hopefully we'll get a cleanish lap. Once everybody's gone through, we'll actually be able to get an idea of where everyone is on the circuit, on the track map. And we can see if we can sort of get ourselves into some clean air. But as you can see, I mean, it's probably half a second in the toe alone. It's already getting hot in this room. Right, so the car should be warm now. A bit of a poor exit. Well, I did set my flying lap time though. I think it's Red America. You're on the straight now. You go as chilled as you like. When we did set my fast lap, I did get a toe on this straight. So unless we have a toe, we will just continue to fall away from our best time, unfortunately. Oh, a couple of spinners. That's Andy McEwen and Stewart, I believe. Another one of the Fast R. That may well be David Ward, to be fair. He's also in one of the Fast R cars. Weird to be sharing a track with these guys for once, to be honest. Obviously, anybody who's been catching up with the channel, keeping up with the channel, will recognise an awful lot of names as we go through this evening. Oh, no, the back end's just kicked away from me. Get the power down, come on. Ah, it's not going to be helping, but I don't think we got an off track. Got about 5 laps of fuel left, so I think to be... Oh no, I've broken well early. Got completely confused. I think we're on race fuel. So as we go through the session, we'll carve off that fuel. I can't believe I just messed up that final corner. That's really annoying, but we do have something of a slipstream now, so let's see if we can crack on. Oh, and he's pulling over. Oh, it's really annoying because I've got a decent exit out of the second corner as well. First wasn't particularly good, but the second corner was. There we go, it's a Porsche at the inside. Luckily he's just getting past before we hit into the braking zone. A tendency I do have is braking too much. It pitches the car really far forward. Oh, no, 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 no. Didn't change down very well there at all. So, some of you eagle-eyed viewers will notice that there is a throttle and steering input on the left-hand side. Now, I don't have a full manual H-pattern gearbox attachment here in my setup. I do hope to get one. So what we're doing is we're using flappy paddles, but every time I change gear, I do have to lift, and I'm braking left-footed, but I have to accelerate down the dirt. So there, I have to blip in the same way as if I would have a full manual gearbox, even though I'm using flappy paddles. So it is a bit of an odd sensation. So we are left-foot braking this evening. But we still have to lift off to change up as if we had a clutch. And we have to blip to change down as if we would be heeling towing. But because we don't have to use the clutch, there's no point actually using my right foot to heel and toe. We might as well just left foot brake and dab the throttle. Now the tyres may well be cooked, but I'm a bit afraid of coming in. I probably should have come in then if I was going to. I could always just jump to the left and spawn into the pit. In fact, that's... no, I can't do it here. Bad decision. I'll get around, dive into the inside here. So I haven't got a qualifying setup or normal setup or anything, and I think that is me having new tyres on. I hope so. And refueled. And we have a few cars behind us. We're currently in 11th place, which isn't the end of the world, considering we know we've got at least... Well, if we had a tow, we got half a second in the pocket, to be honest. We have to warm the car back up though, which we now know it takes about 2 laps. Could get a quicker time. As you can see, there's a sea of people behind us now. We could get a quicker time if on the next lap if we get into someone's toe. But the problem is then you're risking, risking slowing up, and I prefer to just get the lap time done and dusted. To be honest, there's more pace in me than there is in the toe. Just need to warm the car up, and then we can think about it towards the end of the lap, depending how close everybody is. We are going quite slowly due to the fact that we are warming the car up. Yeah, the problem with braking too hard, which is a tendency I do tend to have apparently, is the fact that you upset the rear end. Not in the same way that I'm upsetting the rear end here, which is why I'm going quite slowly through there and lifting off quite a lot. But you upset the rear end, and that can really off-balance you. So all of a sudden the car's actually looking in the complete opposite direction to where the corner's coming up, and then you have to really slow up, and it kills you for about half a second. It's a real pain in the ass. Blue and yellow flag. I genuinely don't know what a blue and yellow flag is. I know what a blue flag is, get out of the way. But I don't know what... And a yellow flag means no overtaking. I don't know what a blue and yellow is. Right, let's try and get a half decent lap time then. We got 2.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes to go? That's probably good enough for 2 laps. First one, maybe warming the tyres up. If we're about half a second off, I might just hold up and see if we can get into someone's slipstream for the final lap. Doesn't help if you get Porsches flying up your inside. I'm on a fast lap too, unfortunately, lads. Not the best exit, and no toads for me to get away with it. People spamming my Twitch full of absolute rubbish. If you're gonna go past me, give me a toe. Not the best. Again, the likelihood is that we'll get the faster lap time coming out of the next lap. But I won't sniff at half a tenth or so. Slow in, fast out and all that. Or just slow in, slow out. Bit of a lift mid-corner to get the toe in, nosing even. know, keeping that in fourth doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Oh no, that's a big mistake. Not as big as they made, but it's an off track, it might not count. Tell you what, though, it's a good exit. Oh no, it's going to be the checkered flag. Oh, it's not going to be anywhere near enough. Not going to be anywhere near enough, but I'll take the extra half a tenth. Right, I think this is followed now by a... tell you what, if they hadn't actually stopped, we may have got a tenth out of that. Anyway, good luck, Joe. Try not to crash into you. I'm so sorry if I crash into you, Adam. I'm really nervous about this. There's a lovely livery, though. Can we get a big shout out for the livery? Like, stunning, don't you think? That was Michael Seal, as I said. Give him a bit of a shout out. We won't be able to see it too well here, but yeah, we got about a minute and a half before we go into the race. I don't know if I am in a Discord of any kind, actually. Let's have a look. I sort of am. I'm in the stewarding one. Everybody else is sort of in other ones, so I'm not. I thought I'd jump in to have a chat with people. It's weird thinking I'm not going to line up any interviews or anything like that. It is weird. Right, let's minimize this so I can still see the chat. So I can still see the chat. There we go. But I can see my times and stuff as well, and I can keep you up to date as well. Looks like we qualified 13th though, and that is out of 20. Well, more actually. But Alan Toon, Liam Simpson, and Michael Lewis haven't actually qualified. So yeah, I'm going to take that about mid-pack. Andy McEwen, is the driver I'm sort of aiming for, really. A 33.5, we did a 34.3. I feel like there was 0.3 in us, and I feel like with a slipstream, maybe we could have got near him, and that's obviously a battle for the top 10, but we'll see. Looks like we're going to be fighting with Craig Cockrell, Thomas Guest, Adam Fox, maybe Simon Robson as well. So drivers I'm not actually too familiar with, so fingers crossed. So wish us luck. I actually need to remember how to actually start one of these things. This could be awkward. It's been so long. Thank you, Margaret. It's been so long since I've actually got an MX5 off the line. I can't remember because I don't use an H pattern. I don't know if the clutch is a thing or not, or if I just rev in neutral. I think I rev in neutral and then just drop it into first gear when we go, basically. So wish me luck. Come on, we got this. Top 10 might be a bit of a battle, but top 15 and no crashes. That's the important thing. No crashes. That's what we're going for. I do need to, when I get into the new office, I am going to have like a boom arm, which means I can have my microphone sort of like here. To be honest, I might even get a soundboard, and I would get like a new headset-y thing, but I've just spent like loads of money on this microphone, so and it does sound really good. So yeah, I'll probably get a boom like I used to have, but so I can just have the microphone sort of here if I'm racing, just underneath me or something like that as well. But that's all to come. Should be a pretty interesting update on the garage tomorrow, for anybody who's wondering. Keep an eye on the Instas and the Facebooks. Fingers crossed we have a good race here. Remember, the Porsches are in purple and we're in yellow on the timing towers 10 seconds ago, and I really need a piss. It always happens. It happens in commentary as well. I'm literally there, like, trying to hold in a piss for like 2 hours. Here we go. I'm going to do it the same way we did the old Janettas. 5,500 revs. Drop it and go. I didn't think that was too bad. Right, keep it clean, people. I haven't got triple monitors, I haven't got VR, so oh my days, that is a very quick start from whoever that is. Right, we're going to go conservative into the first corner, as there seems to be a big plume of smoke from the 911s. Going to try and attach ourselves into the back bumper of Andy McEwen here. Maybe a bit of a push draft. Oh shit, oh shit, shit. There's that reception that triple monitors would give me. Oh, there's a 911 car. Oh my days, gonna shift down. Don't hit the throttle too hard. Okay, so that was eventful. Oh, there's the spin, there's the spin, there's the gap. Oh my days. Oh my days. Got to keep in mind that we got cold tyres here, just try and keep it out of trouble. As I said, VR and triple monitors would have helped massively there throughout that entire thing. Gonna try and keep behind. There's not a move there, but there is a move into Canada corner. Oh, gonna follow him through, follow him through! And now we are very broken. I mean, I'm interested to look at that back. Don't think I've ever heard me sway. Well, it's not something we really try and do on stream as a commentator. When I do my personal streams, I'm not that bothered. Obviously, you got to keep it professional. My engine's absolutely out off here. Need to get back to the pits. Got a slow car on the right. I am a slow car on the right. Well, that could have gone worse. I mean, what was your opinions on that? I was hunkered up behind, obviously, another driver. I didn't know where the other car was. In real life racing, obviously, I probably would have done something different, in all fairness. But it's very difficult. Oh, actually, I've driven past it, haven't I? I've driven past my pit box. In the practice and qualifying, it was right at the end here. Oh, I've driven past it. I'm right at the back here now. And now we've got 3 minutes of time. Ah, let's have the opportunity while we're being towed to have a look at what happened there. In fact, can I just do this? Can I just do this? Where am I? That's where I entered the pit lane. And soon Jack Oliphant came back on the track. Trying to find where I went off. Is this it? Let's have a look at this. Where was it now? I've just lost it again. Oh, I've just lost it again. No, I am. So let's rewind this a little bit. I'm going to say it one more time. Can we change the angle? Let's have a look at it from the roll bar. I mean, I didn't have any idea. Remember, I'm on the left-hand side. You're on the roll bar here. Big plume of smoke. How did he go off all the way down here? That's what I want to know. Is there any... Right, so this is actually... It was Clibbins who went off. Just seems to have a big... Oh, I think he's had a crash with the drivers. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, driver goes off. He gets a bit loose, goes onto the grass, gets tagged by that driver, ends up in there. And then sit and duck on... Yeah. That's a bit frustrating. I probably need to go back to me, don't I? As I said, this is all a bit new. There I am. Still waiting to be towed. Really annoying. I was hoping, my objective was to keep a clean race, but now I suppose the objective is to learn the track a little bit better before the race number 2. Or the 911's going past me again. It was a bit of a shame. I mean, problem is, I only have the one monitor as well, so a little bit left and right. I have to use these. I have to use the buttons to look left and right, so the depth perception is not really there. One of the reasons why I don't really drive that much is because of that, and I'm not very good, as you can see. Right, now we're finished with towing. Let's have a look how long the repairs are going to be. So, first of all, got to get new tyres on because I forgot to uncheck that. Can't believe the towing. That's idiotic from me there. So we get these on. Yeah. Drop that. Refuel. And then we should get a timer that says I'll start counting down for repairing the car. Looked like our engine went, so I'm fearing the worst a little bit. I think we could be here for quite some time, and considering it's a 15-minute race, we're already 8 minutes in. I was enjoying it up until then. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're going. Well, we're in 20th place. Which obviously is not really where we wanted to be. Let's go out there and try and learn the track a little bit better, shall we? We've got cold tyres now. We've got about 6 minutes to learn the track. That's probably about 3 or 4 laps. Let's try and beat our current best lap time, which is 34.4 or something. Do let me know your opinion on the crash. Do you think it was my fault? Do you think I could have done more? Okay, I've got a lot of 911s about to come past me, so there you go, lads. Do your business. We've got a massive train that are fighting for the race lead as well about to come past, so I am very much going to jump out of the way as soon as I get through this corner. Just going to stay on the left hand side. Hopefully no one's trying to... Is that everyone? I feel like there's one more. There we go. Thank you very much, Dean Harris. Or Dante Harris, sorry. For the like on the stream. Apologies, there hasn't been much to get excited about so far. God, gracious cold tires. But we're going to go for some faster laps now. Let's see if we can improve on ourselves. Maybe I was a little bit hot-headed through that. What do you think? A little bit keen? Maybe could have avoided it. As I said, maybe in real life I would have done something different. I probably would have been so keen to keep at the backside if I saw a big plume of smoke. Always think when I'm commentating, these drivers need to treat it as if it would be real life racing. Oh, got a blue flag. So I'm just going to, again, stick to the right-hand side. Hopefully the tyres are a little bit warmer. How far ahead? Oh, Michael Seal's just gone through on me. Lewis is a good 4.3 seconds ahead. Where is 19th place? Wow, 19th place is already going around the sharp right, left-handers. So, yeah, we don't stand much chance of catching Lewis, unfortunately. Ah, no! Turn in. Didn't get quite the grab that I wanted to on the front tyres. How was your birthday, Rusty? My birthday was in November, but from memory, it was very nice. Thank you. Oh. No, it's that the delta doesn't come up, does it, while you're racing? To be fair, it probably would be quite annoying. So we'll just have to go with our instinct, see what we can crack on with. What games do I do? I commentate a lot on iRacing. Commentate a lot of iRacing and any basically motorsport that comes my way. I hope to go into real life motorsport at some point as a commentator, not necessarily as a driver, as you can see. I've been there, done that, and got the bills to pay for it, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm hoping that when I get into my new office and stuff like that, we'll be doing some COD with my mates. On my YouTube channel we did some FIFA, but that didn't really go to plan, unfortunately. We got about 7 or 8 episodes in and then sort of it fell away by the wayside. It's a bit of a shame. Hopefully some more iRacing. I do plan to hopefully get a little bit more confident with iRacing so I can do some sort of fun endurance events with a few of the people that I've sort of made friends with through commentary. Hence the reason why I'm driving today, actually. The likes of the Fast Star Boys and Michael Seal and David Ward quite often mentioned to get me involved in the iRacing scene, actually driving. So that's what I'm attempting to do. A little bit, but I haven't really got the setup. No worries, you get yourself to bed. 2:35.2, not a bad lap time. Plenty to improve on, but we are on the white flag lap. Obviously the leaders have done a lot more laps than me. Oi, that's awkward. I'm now up to 19th as well. Not entirely sure how that happened. Somebody must have been in the pits. Come on, Jack, concentrate. I know it's on the white flag, but... So I'm not sure they do quali. I heard 2 stories of how they do quali. Sorry, how they do race number 2. See you later, Dante. So 2 stories of how they do the reverse grids. I don't know whether they qualify. Or they do the reverse grids like we used to do on a Tuesday night with the spinning wheel and it's a bit more random. Oh goodness, I just realised I got 16 out of 20 off tracks before I get disqualified. Oh my god, stop. Or they do like a fresh qualifying, like a one-lap quali thing before race number 2. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Bit of a shame now. I feel like there was a top 10 in the mix for us there. Till obviously the big crash. We do have to jump out of the server and then into another one, so we will go for a quick break, just like we have to do when we're actually commentating on this series. So we will do that. I think the checker flags must be dropping soon. Car stopped on the right. Oh my days. Damn, that hasn't promoted us to 18th place. On the plus side, I do get to go to the toilet soon. So I think that's about as well as I've done that corner. It's a shame, really, because I've screwed up the other. Oh, that did get us up to 18th place. This guy's going very slowly. Is it 17th? No, it's 11th. Damn, I thought maybe we could pip another one there. No reverse grid. What are you doing, Michael? Aren't you supposed to be racing? Oh, I suppose you probably have finished now. And that's the checker flag, finishing 18th. No reverse grid in race 2. 10-minute quali, then 15-minute race. Okie dokie. So I get another chance of doing all that again. That's good. Speaking of which, we are going to go and jump into a quick break because 1, I need the toilet. 2, I need to jump into the next server. And 3, I need some Easter egg. So, by all means, we'll be back in a couple of minutes, hopefully with a new race. And we can just forget that one ever happened, sort of thing. I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Just realised first we can bring in the results because, to be fair, it's not just me in this race. Oh, trying to bring up the results anyway. Come on. There we go. David Ward, no surprise that he's ended up winning, is it? I feel like I'm commentating now. David Ward takes the race win for the 911 Cup car. James Sharp was in 3rd, Victor Juan in 2nd place. Ian Joyner in 4th, Adam Delmont in 5th place, Ralph Cullinan, Danger Stevens, Lee Deemer, Chris Bridle, and Adam McNally round out the top 10 in the Porsche. And then you have, in fact, it'd be easier if I just do this. This is the MX5. Arthur Panzel, Shane Piggott, James Neve, Ashley Stimpson, Craig McDonald, Mick Barry in 6th place, Liam Stimpson 7th, 8th was Dan Perry, Andy McEwen ended up 9th. I feel like we could have been around there. Alan Toon was in 10th place. We were just in front of Alan Toon at that point as well. Eric Beddoes was 11th. Nick Clibbins was in 12th. Jordan Syret in 13th. Adam Fox 14th. 15th was Thomas Guest. Tony Pearman was in 16th. Aaron Rose 17th. Craig Cockrell in 18th. And then 19th was me. Michael Lewis was in 20th, Carl Jackalette 21st, Sam Smith, and then Simon Robson 6 laps down. So, as I said before, we are now going to go into a very short break. So, by all means, stick around if you want to. I very much appreciate it, but we'll be back as soon as we can for another 10-minute qualifying and then a 15-minute race. And then I think there's a one-lap shootout for the 3rd qualifying. By the looks of it. So, yeah, be back in a sec. We're back. We're back. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see how we crash. I just realised that I can't see any of my things though. Where's my things gone? Oh no, it's done the. Dear. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Something's gone amiss. Go away. I don't want you. Can you go? Stop it. There we go. Load. Is it going to work? We have liftoff. I couldn't see my you could see the race info, but I couldn't, and that's a bit of a struggle for me. I prefer to have all that information with me. We're just waiting for the drivers to sort of get into the session, really. Yeah, that was entertaining first race. Unfortunately, we can't really see any replays now because we have to go into a new server. It gets rid of all the replays, which is really gutting. But I feel like there was a top 10 potential there. Just been chatting to Andy McEwen about it. Well, he got top 10. I think he got 10th. And he was carrying damage. So I feel like if we'd avoided the car, would span off. I feel like we could have, settled for a top 10 if I just kept it consistent and kept it on the tarmac. Easier said than done in this series, unfortunately. But I have come off it. Like, even though I finished 18th and I had a massive crash and I missed my pit box and had to tow back from the pits to the pits from the pits. I actually really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to probably catch the bug for this. I have to leave Mondays free for commentating for various reasons. But I may well be able to jump on this a couple more times as well. Hopefully when the office gets built up a little bit more, we could be doing this maybe on a Monday night a little bit more often. Because it was good fun, and I did obviously buy the wheel at the beginning of lockdown for a reason. I wanted to go racing, but it didn't happen. And I decided that if I was able to race, I was able to commentate, and it would be a waste. It would be wasted money if I didn't, basically. But I've taken a slight step back from it for this month at least. While the office gets built outside and stuff like that, and I just want to sort of like take the time to play football on a Tuesday and a Thursday potentially, maybe on the weekends, and obviously have a little bit more time sort of to myself because I had the first 2 months of the year, this year especially, I was working 6 days a week, 5 days a week minimum, which is obviously good. You want to be that busy, but then 7 days a week meant that a 2-week period just stretched really long. And I sort of wasn't really around to help take care of the dog or be with my girlfriend or anything like that. So, yeah, we're sort of getting back to a little bit more work-life balance. And with any luck, maybe we'll feature... In fact, I already have one real-life gig in the book, but I don't know if I can announce it yet. It's not big time. In fact, it's probably the lowest echelon of motorsport that you can possibly get in the real world. But it means an awful lot to me. I can't really reveal what it is necessarily because they haven't revealed that it's even being broadcast or anything. So when they do all that, I'll be able to reveal it. But it means an awful, awful lot to me. And I can't wait. It's going to be really exciting to get into the real world, that's for sure. Yeah, just waiting. I think we got practice for 20 minutes, but all we're doing is waiting for everybody to jump in to the session. And then we're actually going to go into another qualifying for 10 minutes. So the first one... Ow. The first one is going to be... sorry, so qualifying is going to be 10 minutes. The first one was 15 minutes. And then we're going to go into another 15-minute race. But while we're sort of messing around, I suppose, might as well have a practice. Let's see what's cracking. I don't know what the session state's like. I don't know if, well, it won't be carried over. So I think the track is now green again, basically. Bit slippery. It's not got any rubber on. So we'll see what happens. I actually need to make sure that I've actually got my setup on before I go into qualifying. So it'll remind me that I need to have a look at the setup before we actually go into qualifying. Rav Cullinan as well. Thank you very much for like. And Ben Sharp came in with a like. A little bit earlier on while we were on a little bit of a break. Thank you guys. Bit of a shame you're not here, Ben. I'm guessing it's because you're working. If you're still watching this, obviously, you'll be able to answer. But yeah, I'm going to guess it's because you're working. Ben Sharp, if you don't know, race mechanic for Porsche and WEC. I don't know if it's, to be fair, actually, I can't remember if it's Porsche themselves or whether it's a team with a Porsche car. But basically it helps run the BSR as well these days. It runs the sessions and everything like that. It's basically in charge of this now. Did get in contact with me to broadcast it on a Monday night, but as I said, I really need to keep Monday nights sort of open for just in case sort of things that I can't work. And I don't really want to be able to commit to a championship on a Monday and then be like, oh yeah, and then all of a sudden like the day of the event be like, oh, I can't do this. Oh my days. That's a good save by whoever that was. Yeah, it was Cullinan. Fair play. Yeah, so if we can sort of enter a few of these races, then that'll be really fun, really cool to do. And I think it's probably going to be what my Mondays look like, if not, you know, having it completely free, basically. We're still doing Wednesday night on the channel, Pure GT. They're talking about doing reverse grids instead of a qualifying session. Yeah, we still do Pure GT on a Wednesday night. We had to miss that the other day because we're doing the EARFC, which apparently I may have to do again at some point soon, but not sure when. And then on Friday we are doing the normal iRacing Next Gen GTE League. Took a break last week because there were so many drivers who were involved with one of the endurance events, I think. Sebring maybe? Or maybe it was just because it was Easter. I'm not entirely sure actually. So yeah, that's what there wasn't any sort of content up this week. But next week that's cracking on as normal. Or this week coming. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit of a quicker lap time going. Slow in, fast out, but if you turn in too early, you're going to balls it all up, Jack. And if you don't change gear, you're going to balls it all up as well. Oh, we're advancing the session. What are we doing then? What are we doing? Oh, we're going into qualifying. Right, qualifying. Wish us luck. Let's try and get a slipstream this time. Where's Andy McEwen? Oh. Let's basically get out. We can let all the Porsches go, but then we can hopefully like pick our spot. Let's get behind this simmed car. I'm not sure who this is actually. Pearman, maybe. Let the 40-40 drivers go through. I'm no fool. I know how quick those guys are. I've commentated on them enough. There's already a yellow flag. There's one of the Porsches just trying to squeeze through. Who's that? Commentated on a lot of these guys enough to know that they're a lot quicker than me. So we're just going to try and tuck up behind. Warm the car up. As per usual, don't get messed up in any sort of silly mistakes. Right, concentration phase now, let's go. Let these Porsches go through. Always terrified of spinning out there. Just lift off. I don't want to be in front of these guys. I don't want to make that mistake again. Obviously, everybody's trying to do this. It's like the F1 at Monza that time when everybody just when everyone basically just created a car park. As the Porsches are going through. Okay, you can go through, sir. And there we go. That's the problem, though, if you dive through Porsches. Admittedly, though, if I was a Porsche, I wouldn't want to be stuck behind a load of MX5s around here. There's already a yellow flag, another one. Not sure who this is, so I'm not actually sure if I'm realistically quicker or not, but we're going to get the slipstream off them anyway. And see what happens. We're actually boxed in now. This is potentially the worst position we could have asked to be in. I'm actually going to have to lift off. These two are going to go side by side. That's a lap wasted already. Might not actually be wasted the amount that the tow will give us coming out of here. Bit of power down. Right, let's get into the tow one of these guys. Try and drag a couple of miles an hour out of them. Don't know if we've got any got a gap really behind us. Oh, I see they're already playing games with each other. Don't know how much of a gap we've got. I don't know if these guys are quicker because I'm not actually sure who they are. I'm going to go ahead and guess that they are. Got about a 50-50 chance by the looks of it because we're sort of about 15th in the class. Right, now is the point where the slipstream is going to come into its own. If I can keep with them, because they're actually going quite fast through here. And I've lifted off too much. And they are quite a lot quicker than me, so yeah, let's try and keep with them as close as possible. Oh, there goes one of the Porsches. See how much the tow gains are already half a second up, pretty much. Oh, we're gonna get caught! We're gonna get caught! Ah, oh, bollocks. Actually, that little touch of the grass really helped me. Come on, come on. This is going to be a good lap time from me. Finally, a decent one. A 132! Just goes to show the advantage of having slipstream. And then we've actually done the first corner right as well. I don't think we've quite got the gap that we want. I think we're going to get held up this lap because we're already 3/10 up on what was easily my best lap ever around here. Problem is they're fighting now. Let's just give them a little bit of a space. Try and keep this throttle on. There we go. Throttle, throttle, throttle. Ah, I think we could have been even knocked 4/10 off what we just did, but not to be. Not to be, but let's not worry too much about it. I'll still be happy. Bloody hell, it's less than 0.03 of a second off. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. No, we're going to lose them. We're going to lose them. Let's see what this one. We've got another one behind us as well, to be fair. That might actually get us a good little gap, to be honest. We've got 8 minutes. This is going to be the last lap. This is the last hurrah and a little train here. Let's go. Let's try and get it. Wipe the hands. A little bit sweaty. Still not particularly good through there, I'll have to be honest. A little touch wide, a little bit of an off track, might not count. We'll pretend it does though, come on. We're already down to 10th, that is how quick the track has all of a sudden turned. That's why we're going so quickly ourselves as well. We had to lift there. I might have taken too much. I might have taken too much. We have taken too much. Hold it, Jack. Come on. Oh, we scuppered that, didn't we? Screwed that up big time. This won't count now. I've had too many off tracks. Screwed that corner up anyway, big time. Not as good, but we're still 10th. Come on. Can we stay 10th? Please, can we stay 10th? Cross the line. Oh, we're going to be 11th. Or maybe worse. Oh, no. Oh, Michael Seals jumped down into the MX5s. Ah! Oops. Ah! I think we're going to be not quite as well off there. Tell you what, though, it was enjoyable. And as I said, that was by far my best lap. By far my best lap. Andy McHugh was a 33.1. Woo! Tell you what though, if I'm not backing myself to stay there. That's the problem. But yeah, we'll give it a go. If anybody's wondering what on earth we're doing, it's the BSR Monday Funday. Free to enter championship. They do 911s and MX5s. I've raced a lot. I've commentated a lot with the BSR on a Tuesday. And we're doing a Monday series just for a little bit of fun. So that's what's cracking. That's what's happening. So, yeah, we're looking forward to what will hopefully be a better race for 2. Because race 1 didn't exactly go to plan. But, you know, there is another race. We've got a 15-minute race coming up. Hopefully we won't crash out. We avoided loads of incidents. Like, loads. We're actually quite keen to look back at how it all finished. How we started that race. But then we just got collected. Or I collected someone. I think there's a car in the middle of the road. There's a car in the middle of the road, and I was hunkered up behind someone, following them nice and close. And I assumed, because they were the one in close, they would be able to see the car that is like parked in the middle of the track, and they would avoid. So I hunkered up right behind, And all of a sudden, they hit the brakes and they get out, hit them out of the way, and because there's a car literally 3 feet in front of me. So, it is what it is. We're going to roll with it. We're going to go again and see what happens. Qualifying's just coming to a close now, so we'll be able to get the grid up and also grid ourselves up. Yeah, 5 seconds left. Whew. If it looks like I'm hot in the face, it's because I am. Thank you everybody for tuning in already. It's been really good fun. Here's the grid. While we wait, you can sort of see there, but we'll tell you what. There you go, Dan Perry on our pole position, but we're in 11th place, and they're the drivers that we got around us. But then I just realised that I actually don't. If I have that up, I don't actually know when we're starting, so we can't actually keep the grid up. But essentially, in front of us, we got Craig Cockrell and Daniel Burstow. We got Dave Ward behind me. Yeah, the Porsche 911. That's Dave Ward. What's he doing? Sam Smith and James Neve as well. So the Porsche behind us is going to get gone. That's Dave Ward. For some reason, he's turned up in amongst the MX5s. He did say he wanted to be at the back this time in the chat. Looks like he's done just that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. Where are you, David? Stuck in the Mazda, said Victor 1. You can see the chat like really high up. It's very small for you guys, but you can just about see it. Should we try and get Dave Ward off the line? Hey, what has happened though is thanks to the fact that he is there, we do have like almost a free space behind us, which is quite nice. Because I don't have a clutch, we rev it in neutral, and then we drop first place, and away we go. And bye-bye Dave Ward. Let's try and follow him through. Cockrell, we had close battles with him before. We're going to head sort of semi-outside this time round, though, just because we got a good run. We got a car trying to wedge himself at the inside. Going to go brake semi-early. There is a car there, I know that. That is Cockrell, and that's why we're braking early! Oh my days. Woo! Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, no, I'm going myself. Cold tyres. Jesus Christ. Tell you what, it exhausts you, this stuff. Trying to avoid, I've avoided a lot of real life incidents in my time, and because it happens so quickly in real life and it's so scary, you sort of don't really realise you're in a focused mindset. It's actually, my heart's going quicker now than it ever did in real life. But let's try and catch up to a few of these drivers. Helps if they keep doing that. This is a Porsche by the side, I feel like it is. Yeah, in real life, when those sort of things happen, you don't really even notice it. You just go for the gap and you don't process what's just happened. It's Michael Seal ahead of us. He's been commenting on my stream. Come on, turn in, turn in, turn in. Michael Seal, the person who actually created my livery, he'll be looking back, recognising that now. You see, this is where it all went ping-tong before. Don't reverse, don't reverse, don't reverse. You see, there's more locking up ahead of us. To be fair. Yeah, there we go, there's a 911 car. So we've gotten further than we did last time. .7 seconds behind. Does that mean we can get the slipstream? We might get the insiest whiff of toe. but only a whiff, and I don't think it's going to be enough to catch. What we could do with is these guys falling over each other somewhat. I am in the top 10. It's bloody fantastic as well. I'm actually sort of tempted. I mean, I feel like I'm slowing down too much for that corner, but then equally when I try and take it quicker, it goes Pete Tong a bit like that. Damn it. All of a sudden, I've gone from 1.7 seconds to 3, and it keeps growing. I'm actually going to have Andy McEwen soon on me. Less than a second behind me now. Let's get concentrating. A little bit too fast through there. Jesus Christ. He's catching me hand over fist at the moment. We're going to be in trouble now. Going to be in trouble now. There's some 4/10. It was slightly defensive on him there. Oh, damn it, I didn't get on the power anywhere near early enough. Sit and duck now. Sit and duck. The year 1 car going easily past me here. I don't want to come in. I'm not sure on the old depth perception. I'm still here, Andy. I'm not moving. See, I could take so much more speed through there. I couldn't even get the cut back. Oh, he's left a gap. Oh, that's good. Is he going to weave? Is he going to weave? I've got Liam Stimson behind me as well to think about. Gonna go for it. Up the inside. Yes! Come on! That means Stimpson's got him as well. Come on, we want this top 10. Stimpson is a quick driver though. We've been commentating on him for a while. He's a quick driver. I don't know if it's, I think it's Liam Stimson. There's also Ashley Stimpson. They're both quick drivers. So I've absolutely no idea if I've even got the right amount of fuel in. Just been told I got 5 laps of fuel left. I mean, that's going to take us to the end. How many laps? That means 5 laps. It's a 2-minute lap. 5 laps will last, what, about 10 minutes? Just over 10 minutes? Yeah, we got a little bit too heavy on the fuel, but I'd rather have too much than too little. I've seen plenty of people lose out, unfortunately, because they haven't got enough fuel in the car come the end of the race. Again, not early enough on the throttle. I'm waiting for the car to rotate too much. It can push out a little bit wider. Here we go. Here comes Stimson anyway. There's not really much point in trying to defend because in 2 corners time, I can just do exactly the same as what I just did to Andy. He doesn't seem to be trying it though, does he? He doesn't know that I don't have triple monitors. I hope he does know that I haven't got triple monitors. Because as we go into the braking zone, it's going to be a little bit dodgy. See, I think he's playing the smarter game here. He's almost letting me be ahead. He's actually holding up Andy. He actually went really hot. I don't know if there's anything I could have done there. I think he went too hot. I know I gave him a little bit of a tap, but I mean, what am I supposed to do? Here comes Andy anyway. I'm not going to be... oh my days! I was about to say I'm not going to be an idiot about it. Oh, you're kidding. Oh. Idiot Porsche. Oh, that's the top 10 gone anyway. And now the rear end's a little bit slidey because it's over hot. Damn! We're still in 12th. We may have Morgan. Concentrate through here because the last thing we need is overly hot tyres going through there. We will review that incident. We will review it. And when I say review, I mean I'll not watch it back and give my opinion on the stream. Woo! As I said, unfortunately, depth perception is a little bit of an issue. With the lack of VR and just not used to simulators and all this sort of thing, but I don't really feel like I did much wrong there. See that? See? I went a hair too early there and I got a little bit scared of it. I shouldn't have been scared of it. Is Michael Seal ahead of me? No, he's in the pits. I'm back in the top 10, baby! 11 minutes gone. I don't know who this is ahead of me. Oh no, yeah, you can't hook that curve too much, you will regret it. And regret it I tend to do. Oh. I don't know who this is. It's not on the battle. They're not on the battle box on the right, bottom right. Whoever it is, I'm going to take the slipstream off them. Thank you very much. Yellow flag and a Porsche about to fly at my inside. Oh, and a few more as well for good measure. They may well be the leaders, so I can understand that. It's a bit of a shame, though. Oh, and they've just gone and done that to themselves anyway. Now we've got Morgan breathing down our necks. I have to say as well, to be fair, like I've done a little bit of driving here and there on F1 and stuff like that using my old Thrustmaster, because this one wasn't working really. So for the past 6 months, I haven't actually been using, since I moved into my new house really, well since before that, I haven't been using my Fanatec at all. But now using it and using it properly and it's set up like how I like and everything like that, it's actually really bloody good. Very much enjoying using it. It's obviously not as realistic as, say, your direct drives. There's a big crash behind. But it is very enjoyable. It feels so smooth. And using the Formula V2 steering wheel as well, it's just quite good fun, to be honest, more than anything. Michael Seal apologising. Oh, we're ninth! I think that was Mick Barry who was parked on the outside then. I thought that was back marker. One more lap to go. Come on, Morgan's jumped off. 3 point something seconds. We're in the top 10. Andy McEwen's a 7th placer, and I feel like there is an opportunity. Did enjoy the fact we had a lovely little battle though. Like 1 or 2 positions changed. Like could have been. Felt like it was ended a lot earlier than it should have been, but. Overall, actually, we're 21st, and considering we're 9th, that means there's only about 15 Porsches running ahead of us, and 12 Porsches running ahead of us. Speaking of a Porsche. It's Adam Delmont, I believe. Damn it. Oh, well, it was Adam Delmont ahead of us. Adam, you just span. Let's not get carried away and ruin my race. There we go. Oh, Jack. This is the final lap to go, so let's not be silly now. Don't know what they're doing for race number 3. Reverse grids or another qualifying session or something like that. Really enjoyed the qualifying session just then. To be fair, I really enjoyed the race. As long as we don't screw it up now, I'll be absolutely buzzing with the 9th place. To be honest, it couldn't have got much worse than the first race. So, yeah. Only 5 incident points as well. Pretty happy with that. Well, I will take that 9th position. I'm not going to win any of these races, but I can enjoy them. And I have enjoyed that one. That was really good fun. That was really good fun. I'm pleased with that one. Load of people disconnecting now. Yeah, 9th place, I'll take. 8th place? 9th place? Not sure where it was actually in the end. We will go back and review the incident with the Porsche. If I could find it. Absolutely no idea where it is. Ah, well, that was lucky. Oh, I mean, like, what's your opinion there? So I'm gone wide, admittedly, right? But I feel like if we just pause it, can we pause it? I think, I mean, it's my bit of track. I haven't exactly squeezed him out of the way. That's terrible. Let's bring the results up, shall we? A real shame, though. Real shame. I've thoroughly enjoyed that with Andy. And a few of the other drivers, obviously. Let's bring the results up. In fact, we can't, because results aren't available to us. We've got Alan Toon, I think, to finish, but he's about to. So, we'll just wait for that one. And then we've got to go into another server, so there will be another quick break, as there usually is on a Tuesday. And then we're actually into the final race of the evening already, which is a bit good. Yeah, Andy's just sent me a message saying, "What happened? I was enjoying that, then looked like you got 9-11." Andy, if you're watching the stream, you'll see what happened to me there. Good fun though. At the end of the day, like, yeah, that's the problem with multi-class racing. But to be honest, oh yeah, what actually happened at the beginning? What happened at the beginning? Because there was a huge crash right at the start. So let's have a look at us from a TV camera. So we're trying to follow David Ward through there. Look at that lovely paint by Michael Seal. So we're going through. This is all the Porsches getting in the way of the... Ah, no, stop. Oh, well, we'll do this first. There you go, confirmation anyway that I was 8th place. Dan Perry, I keep forgetting you guys can actually see me. It's a bit odd. Confirmation that Dan Perry won by 10th of a second, actually, Bristow. Everybody else was a lap down. There you go, Jack Oliphant in 8th position, just behind Thomas Guest, just ahead of Louis Morgan. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we can't knock it too much. So let's have a look and see. So we give him a little bit of room there. Big crash. Oh, I'll tell you what, how close was that? There's a huge incident. Oh! I'm so lucky I didn't get collected by the Gatton car, though, to be fair. It was huge. And then we zoom forward. I'm pretty sure there was another crash. Yeah, there I went a little bit squirrely. Had to touch the brakes, so we get overtaken there by, I think, Michael Seal. There you go. I'm pretty sure there was another crash. But anyway, we got to jump off to the next server. So thanks for watching. But we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes for the final race of the evening. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to set it up, but we'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you then. Right, we're back for potentially the final time. Gonna go into a one-lap qualifying. A little bit of a hit of the qualifying. Should be interesting. Should be pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. I'm still trying to get over that race. I'm really pleased actually though with the 9th place. Where did I come in the end? Can't remember now. 9th place I think. You know, I feel like there was ended a little bit earlier than it should have done, but it is what it is. You know, we got to move on. At the end of the day, it didn't ruin our entire race. Just got turned around, but we didn't get any damage. So it is what it is. With any luck, the 3rd race, we'll try and keep it as clean as possible. That's the hope, anyway. Obviously, it's not always it. And to be fair, a 1-lap qualifying, which means you get an outlap, and then you go straight into it. With coldish tyres, it's getting cold out there as well. Let's see if we can bring up. No, that's not what we want. We want weather. There you go on the right hand side. You can see that it's all the track temperature's now down to 19 degrees. You sort of see that it's a bit awkward, but just get rid of that. There you go. You can see that it's sort of down to 19 degrees, 18 degrees air temp. So it's not ideal. It will be quicker for the engines, but it won't be quicker for warming the tyres up. So it's going to be a bit of a difficult one. But with any luck, my leg is ridiculously itchy. It's so hot in here as well. Like, I definitely need some better ventilation. Hopefully, I realised that in the new office as well. I didn't really think about ventilation that much. It hasn't got any windows. Obviously got a door. We haven't thought about ventilation. So tomorrow I'm going to have that conversation with the builders. There we go. So yeah, we're going to go into it. We're going to see what happens. Wish us luck. Enjoy it. I very much am enjoying it. I have enjoyed it. I've actually, really caught the bug. And I was just saying in the race, Adam, that I really want to actually sort of get into it a little bit more. Mondays, I can't commentate. I can't commit to a series for work reasons, for sort of things that might go on at home sort of thing. Like, I just need the night off. It's my responsibility to look after the dog and everything that night. And, because my girlfriend does it for every other night. Not that he's very demanding. He just needs to go out for a wee every so often. But I can't really sort of that's hit and miss. So I'm gonna definitely jump into some more Monday action, I think, if I can. Because as I said, like, if I could just do 15-minute races, and the dog could be looked after, like, I could just let him out in between the races. So, and I'm sure he'll be fine if we leave him out there for 15 minutes, if it's a bit awkward in timing, once we're in the new office. So yeah, that's the plan. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm in this little... You guys haven't seen it necessarily. I'm going to do it before and after the old office to the new office, but I'm in basically a box room, like a typical 3-bedroom, bedroom, sort of 3-bedroom house. The 3rd bedroom is always quite small. I'm in one of them. I've got a huge desk, multiple monitors, and everything like that. And there's just no room to have the dog in here. So when my girlfriend starts going back playing tag rugby, which is what she does on a Monday, then I will be in the new office, and hopefully will be space for like a dog bed and everything like that, and he can sleep on the sofa, and it's going to be awesome. It'll be really easy. It'll change sort of my work routine quite drastically, which is really good. So we're going to start hopefully putting some more gaming videos out there, some more racing videos, some more commentary. Pick the channel up a little bit because I realise it's gone a bit dark since getting the dog. But I mean, the dog is like all encompassing. It's ridiculous. So yeah, but we're gonna go into practice now. We're going to go into qualifying. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it goes a little bit better. In fact, we'll shoot over now to this screen. There we go. And start getting ready for it because there's about 10 seconds left to go. In fact, no, I need that up because we're going to go bring it into qualifying. Thank you, everybody who's given a like on the stream, like on the YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching this from. If you're giving it a follow as well, that's fantastic. Giving it a share, that's awesome. Thank you very much, guys. As I said, it is a little bit different. I haven't done one of these sort of live streams that I haven't been just commentating for a very long time. I was very nervous about it. And I'm very pleased that it's sort of gone semi-decent. Although, having said that, we haven't finished yet. So let's get a crack on. A 1-lap qualifying in our own server. No slipstream, no nothing like that. Wish me luck. Feel like we've gotten a little bit better at the circuit. Having said that, it can all go out the window. So we've got 1 lap to warm up. Heading into the night now. Whee! MX5 is enjoyable to drive as well. It is very similar to the old Ginetta G40. Like, if they stuck the Ginetta G40 onto iRacing, I think it would drive very similarly to this. Especially my old G40 Cup car, because it is H pattern. Obviously the GT5 may be slightly different because it's on full slicks. To be fair, the G40 is actually now on full slicks. But yeah, it'll be interesting if they do add the Ginettas. Obviously, the Ginettas are in Assetto Corsa, and the GT4 endurance car, the GT4, that makes sense, is in Assetto Corsa Competizione. But the GT4 Super Cup car, which is a slightly different modification to it, I think there's a touch more or a touch less aero, can't quite remember. And obviously different tyres. The GT tyres are extremely hard compounds compared to the Super Cup tyres that we used to run on. But it would be pretty cool if they did have the Ginettas in. I mean, if they took any attention to British motorsport, then you can't really deny that the Ginettas should be on the game. But there's an awful lot of cars and tracks that iRacing need to get on the game before they look at that, probably. So, yeah, we'll see. Way! Crikey Moses. That was almost a very quick way of ending our qualifying. Because if you spawn back to the pits, that means you've technically crossed the line, or even if your pit box is behind the line, you will then cross the line. That counts as your warm-up lap, so therefore your out lap, after you come out the pits, is counted as your full lap. In iRacing. It's a bit of a dodgy way of doing it, but it's to save people who maybe don't think they're on the optimal lap to just pit in and try again. But for people who just make mistakes like me, it's just a little bit difficult. Right, let's try and get a good time out of this. It wasn't the best exit, but it is only 1 lap. Everybody only has 1 lap. So it's about how well you warm the tyres up. I don't really feel like I concentrated that much on warming the tyres up. I just want to get gone and do it. So here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, no, no! Bollocks! Damn it! Oh. Damn. The first time I've done that on the stream. I mean, we might as well go out there and... This still counts as our lap, I think. Let's get out there and try and do an out lap and see if that counts. I think it will. Just a little bit too committed to it. I can see my tyre marks already. Yeah, there we go. I'm already bottom left. I'm already putting up time. I'm already on a 1:32 for this lap. But to be honest, I'm just going to get it done just so we can advance the session a bit quicker. Because once they see everybody's finished it... Oh my god, turn. They advance the session. 911's already finishing it. Joyner currently top. Dave Ward in... Oh, I was looking at the time. Dave Ward. Oh, less than a tenth of a second off. Well, qualifying hasn't quite gone to plan, but who knows? We might actually be in the best position for the race. Because we can hang back a little bit and see all the carnage just unfold in front of us! Woo! 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 No, it's gonna go! Oh, I'll tell you what. Only one off track. Feel like I need like a round steering wheel as well. Like I'm driving in the Formula V2 rim and it's yeah, a little bit weird. I'm quite interested to know as well how quick the MX5 drivers are getting on. In fact, I can actually see them. 32.29 looks to be the pole time. I remember with a tow, after 3 laps of warming up, we got a 32.8. So that just goes to show how ridiculously quick some of these guys are. Whee. 15-minute race though, final race of the evening coming up. What lap time is this going to be? Over 3.5 minutes. That's the checkered flag. Bollocks! Come on, Jack, you're better than that. We'll give a bit more of a shout out though, cause look at this car. I'm a big fan of it, to be honest, and if I do enter any other sort of things, I'm going to try and get Michael to make it look like this as well, because I think it looks awesome. I'm not sure how you go into photograph mode or anything like that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure how you go into photograph mode, to be honest, but he did take some photos for me and stick them in the Discord with us. Let's have a look and see what if there's any Discord. Suffice to say, Porsches and MX5 don't mix. Yeah, there are a few people chatting about it. I think next time I'm going to be brave enough to maybe jump into a Discord as well with a few people. Try and get Andy on the Discord. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. A minute and 40 seconds till we go racing. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to see more of it. Different games. Oh, Andy sent me a message actually. What's he? It's put 100% bits your fault. I think he said. I think he meant to put not. Ah, dear. Anyway. We've got another race. Final race to go. Sick. Life saving quality. After I've messed it up, Andy. I'm guessing you're watching this. Even though I'm texting you, I'm guessing you're watching this. Get yourself in the Discord, man. If we do it again, I'm going to drag you into the Discord. Yeah, no, I screwed it turn 2, unfortunately. I did a lot of other saving, but that's because I wasn't really concentrating, unfortunately. Well, right then, let's grid up. Let's see where everybody else is as well. Andy is P10. Damn it, he's quite far ahead of me. But everybody's quite far ahead of me. Oh my god, I'm so far down. Oh, this is painful. I'm down in 37th place overall. To put it into perspective, Andy's up in 19th. There's a nearly 20 gap between us. Oh, I can't even see the front of the grid. Well. Let's go. Come on. I have confidence in this race. Who's that ahead of me? Michael Seal, that is the Tiga. How on earth do you say that? Lucky I'm not commentating on the Tuesday series anymore. I wouldn't have a chance. Tagiwa? The Tagiwa car? And we got a 40-40 machine. I think that's Dan Perry. He's normally right at the front. So I'm not sure. Maybe they just didn't qualify. Who did qualify in pole for us? Arthur Panzi, then Shane Piggott. He was a very, very quick driver. He was my driver of the season in the Winter Series that I helped cover. James Neve, never heard of him. Aaron Rose, Sam Smith. Made a lot of puns about Sam Smith in the time. Craig Cockrell, Craig McDonald. Oh, crap. Yeah, we got a race to do here, haven't we? Come on then. Got to go a bit higher because we're going uphill. Higher revs. Felt like that was a decent start. Oh god, I'm sort of stuck here though. We're going to drift out to the left behind Stimpson. Feel like there's a little bit of a gap there. Going back to the inside. Not going to lunge up the inside big time. Going to try and take it touch easy. I'm going to want to be on the inside. A little snap of the oversteer. A little touch on the rear. That's because I had to slow down too much. Amazingly, no massive incident just yet, which I'm quite astonished at. There's a few Porsches in the way. Making contact. Stimpson, Stimpson, Stimpson! Okay, well that could have gone worse. That could have gone a lot worse. I'm amazed there hasn't been more incidents, to be honest. I was banking on the fact that there would be probably... Well, there's probably going to be more here, isn't there? Let's face it. Because I already see a puff of smoke. I sort of want to chill it out for the first lap, but then equally I really want to get involved. Oh, God's sake. Porsche, literally the worst place he could have done that. Well, it wasn't the worst. But... Few incidents. Oh, a few incidents ahead. That's Michael Seal involved in one. Oh God, he's struggling, he's struggling, he's struggling. Oh, managed to get through. Oh my days. I'm just going to follow the driver through. It's my tactic that failed me. Again, I don't want to be overtaken just yet. I want to be in the slipstream now. To be fair, I probably let off a little bit too much through there. Don't be silly, Jack. Who is this ahead of me? Sharp. Pretty sure he's a lot quicker than this, normally. Let's go for an inside move. Should have carried a lot more speed there. Foolish of me. Foolish, because I'm not going to get the toe enough to run into the first corner now. Come on, how are these guys going to deal with it? How's my back end going to deal with it? My God, it slowed up a lot quicker than I thought I was going to there. And the car shook around, I hit the brakes far too hard, I think. Power down, get the power down, come on. We qualified around Tom Guest and we were around him in the practice, so this is probably about where we deserve to be. Look at the inside. Oh, that's a move across. Yeah, that was always going to happen. Oh my days. I'll take that. Oh, there's a Porsche. I'm to 9th. Bloody hell, I haven't even been looking where I am. Woohoo! Come on. I didn't do that very well. Come on, Jack, you're better than that. Lifted off at the wrong point. Not sure who I've got in front. Mick Barry. I think it's Mick anyway. Unless there's another Barry now. No, it does look like Mick Barry. Well, Mick Barry's been in the BSR for absolutely ever. So if I can race toe to toe with him, I think I'll be pretty pleased. What's his last lap time? Well, I was 5 seconds off him in the last one. What about this one? Can't really tell, but I'm less than a second away now. If I stop looking at the timing tower and actually change gear, might help. See, I'm just chucking. I think I'm braking a touch early, you know? Because I'm coming out, having to come off the throttle, and then I turn, and I'm just turning too early. Tell you what, it's a different experience racing in the dark. I haven't driven this car in the dark. Oh, McEwen's in 6th. Just, well, 6 seconds back. That's not a battle I'm going to be involved with. Unless they start really hitting each other off. Oh, speaking of which, oh my days. Oh, it's Andy! It's Andy! It's the Andes. Oh shit. I mean, bugger. Ah, I suppose it's my own stream, I can swear, can't I? Little lift off midway, back on the power, and 4th gear! Don't slide it too much, Jack, you absolute fool. Could have done with doing that a little bit better. I'd rather be within 1.8, not bang on 1.8. Closing up a little bit. Should catch up a little bit now. Probably be under 1.5 seconds by the time we get to the first corner. And then we've got Tom Pearman? Tony Pearman. Pearman? I'm not sure. Ah, I see you trying to break that toe. I see you trying to break that toe. See, I think I just need to come off the... I don't think it's a case of braking later. I think it's come off the brake earlier. And coast more speed in. Sort of thing normally I'm used to having a driver coach for in real life. Oh goodness, I just realised I've got 11 out of 20 penalty points already. Tell you what, Pearman, however you say his name, is right up behind me. I'm going to go with Pearman. his back end is doing the same as what mine tends to do. Bearman's looking at the inside. I really need to get up to the back of Andy here. Because if Pearman makes a move on me, a bit of a sitting duck, really. Jump all the way down to second gear. Try and get a bit more of a turn in. That did not work. Don't touch the inside. There we go. Right. Ooh, Jesus Christ, I wasn't free and easy at all. And now I'm a sitting duck. Pearman, don't do it. Not just yet. Right, I would do it now if you're going to do it. I'm going to stick to my line. I'm going to go close to the left-hand side. Close to the left-hand side. He can have the inside if he really wants. Can't say fairer than that, I don't think. Not carrying enough speed, really, I don't think. Right, come on. You've gone through, Tony. Catch up to Andy for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong through that first corner, but it is something. Problem with the second corner is the fact that I use my braking zone as a sticker on the right-hand side wall. I now cannot see the right-hand side wall because it's so bloody dark. No, come on, Jack, you better than that. We've had a spinner. Who was that? Oh God, Porsche. Come on, Porsche, make him do something to slow him up. To be fair, Pearman has got away with that, and so is Andy, I'd say. I think they just have the legs on me, you know. Really annoying, but... There's only a small couple of laps left, I think. I'm not sure I can do much about this. Unless they start lunging each other. Which is every possibility. Pearman's definitely caught up to him, so... I'm getting a flash of lights now by the 911s. Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I've been screwed there more than those two. I wasn't really sure what to go with there. Come on, concentrate now. They're going to go for a lunge on each other. Let's get there. Ah, that's really annoying. It's at 135. I was 2 seconds off them in the end. And they are lunging each other as well, so I should have been there. What are you doing? Ah, damn it. Damn it, it was that final corner. Unless they get held up now, which I doubt, to be honest. Come on, just get past me. There we go. Luckily, the next MX5 is quite a way away. What an evening, though. I've really enjoyed it. Ah, I could have really caught up to these guys. Sending 911s off in their quest to get ahead of each other. Oh, well, 1.8 second gap at the moment. I'll tell you what, we've still got people coming past us. I mean, he was the one who was just off the circuit. That shows how much faster these things are. Oh, my days. Pearman is getting involved. He's getting involved. Oh, I wish he could have got involved a bit more. But we got another top 10. We got another 9th. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, I'm a bit gutted we didn't have the pace to keep with them. I'm a bit gutted that the 911's got in the way a touch. But at the end of the day, I will take 9th position. Ah! Oh, dear. I will take 9th. I'm going to have another look at the 911 incident. Well, it's not really an incident, but... in fact, if we just... Can we just go back on that? Ah, no, that's not what we wanted to do. I think it was lap 5. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was. So we're obviously relatively close here, and then all of a sudden we get approached by the Porsches, start flashing their lights, and for all I know, they could be racing for the race lead. So I let those two go past. That's fairly okay, but it's this one here. Just have to, I don't think there would have been room for me to slot in. That would have been far too unfair. And then they just get past these guys with a bit of ease. I mean, they make a bit of a meal of it, to be honest. But a bit gutting. Bit gutting. But at the end of the day, we got 2 top 9s, 2 top 10s. We've got... Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll bring up the race results, if we can. Which we can't just yet anyway. But we've got 2 top 10s. We got 9th and 9th. The first race obviously could have gone a little bit better. But, the moves... The crashes. Well, no, we have to have a look. Because I avoided some absolute screamers here. Right, let's just do these. Arthur Panzel there wins, but then, as you can see, in 9th position, Jack Oliver. Yeah. I'm laughing with the top 10. And I've really got the bug for it. Like, I really want to do it again, if I can. If I can, it'll be really cool. Fingers crossed. So, yeah, let's have a look back at what was going on here then. So, I think that's actually Pearman. We just go past there, to be fair. There's a whole host of things happening ahead of us. I thought there was going to be more of a bonfire. I thought there was going to be more crashing, because there were so many 911s in amongst the MX5s. In fact, let's put us back to here. Right, so we're sort of following through here. Now, I think we go around Alan Toon or whoever that is. Go around T2. Now, if we sort of slow it down, literally go back a little bit. Hold on, because that's not doing us any justice there. The Simtech racing car on the right-hand side here. Oh, my days. We slammed the brake on. There was a little touch. There was a little touch. We carve back in. There's a specific crash. I just can't remember where it is. Is it down here? No, so there's a whole host of MX5s on the right-hand side there. That gains us a load of positions. Again, I think there's a little bit of contact here with a few drivers. Not quite. I think some 911s get involved. Yeah, there's a 911 getting involved. He dives at the inside. Oh, this is it. He goes at the inside. There's a few people crashing off the left-hand side, and there's just a gap. You can see Pearman or whoever it is slamming the brakes on, sling that apex. Oh dear, that was good fun. I should have made more of it, to be honest. And Seal here, yeah, there we go. Is struggling with tyre grip here with cold tyres. Oh my god. I'm still not entirely sure how I avoid this one. Slice it through. That's quality. I'm going to rewind that. So Michael makes contact there. He goes sideways. Jesus. How on earth did I manage to squeeze through that gap? That is lucky. No wonder Pearman was behind me. I think we go through, there's a few more cars off on the right hand side. This is really how we got the top 9. It wasn't through racing prowess, it was just avoiding things. Which at the end of the day is in itself a valuable thing to do. We were sort of half tucked up here, weren't we? I can't remember, where did I make a move here at all? Wasn't there. I feel like it was into the final corner or something. If we did it at all. Oh yeah, it took a good run through there, didn't I? I think I get the 36. But I didn't stick anywhere near close. I didn't carry enough speed. Ah, it was always good. It was good fun though. Really glad I did it. I was very nervous. Didn't really want to do it when it came to about 6:30 or 7:30. I'm glad I stuck with it. Just trying to find out if I actually made a move on these guys. Oh yeah, I feel like they sort of slow each other up. Coming out of here. Yeah, there's a little bit of contact. And I sort of have to pick a direction. Do I go all the way to the left here? Do I go back to the right? I'm a bit confused. I think I was... Because it's so... You have so long in these MX5s, deciding where you're going to go. Oh yeah, he moves across, doesn't he? And try and carry... Oh yeah, and then there was contact. And then I make it through the melee, and I go around the outside. Thank you very much. Oh, speaking of thank you very much... I'm impressed you avoided that one with Sim. Yeah, I'm so happy with all of that, to be honest. So really good fun. Thank you very much to the MX5, the BSR guys for inviting me along and letting me take part, even though I'm a bit of a scrub. Hopefully we'll be back with some more of it at some point. I don't know what's going on in the middle of the screen now. Hopefully we're back with some more of it at some point. But to be honest, we're going to be going back to commentary for obvious reasons for the majority of the content on this channel. Fingers crossed that in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, we can start I can start recording, I can start streaming other things, and you know, throughout the day, and we start to pick up the content for the channel. But thank you very much for everyone watching. I hope everybody had as much fun if you were watching and you were actually driving as I did, because it was absolutely amazing. So yeah, my name's been Jack Oliphant on Jacko Racing, and we'll be back soon with hopefully more stuff like this, but as well as real life, as well as commentary as well, with the Pure GT on Wednesday and the next gen iRacing GTE League on Friday. We have some other things coming up as well, but I'll be posting about that in a separate post on the channel. But an exciting iRacing NASCAR event on Saturday.